It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and our home team. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Swift. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ball carrier. Landon Collins made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
That's good.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You, slam.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3-yard gain.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Albert O, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
Let's go, team. Big series right.
Hurts. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
26,
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Washington.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second down, here's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
Kaepernick hit, fumble, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 17.
Terry McLaurin. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good.
Washington 42. Saints nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ronald Darby brought him down.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Good. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's complete, Okuebunam. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Gain of 20. First down, Washington.
Mike 27, go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Back two to Mike. Back two. Mike back two. So we got man. 52's the Mike.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Preston Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 49. Saints 14.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
12-yard line.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Haskins pass.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Washington.
Play action. Haskins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard
to throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Makes the
extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 17.
Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington 63. Saints 14.
McCann's got it teed up. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
52's the mic, boys. 52. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike, 52. 52. Run.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
14.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, but what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Yeah, it's on.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
For the extra point.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss for Swift left side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The play is a turnover on
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 49 yards.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
For the extra point.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Good.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
35-yard line.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick being chased out left.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On play action, Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Love. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The ball carrier.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running with Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Go. Go. Switch. Check 26.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. When they have the football, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless success with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete, as time has run